Welcome, young historians, to another exciting episode of the Shiny-Headed Historian. I'm your host, the Shiny-Headed Historian, and today we're delving into the fascinating and sometimes challenging world of tenement life. So, buckle up because we're about to take a journey through time and explore the lives of those who call tenements their home. Alright, let's set the stage. Imagine bustling city streets, towering buildings, and rapidly growing population. In the late 1800s and the early 1900s, cities like New York experienced an unprecedented or unbefore-seen influx of immigrants coming to this country to seek a better life. The demand for housing skyrocketed, leading to the birth of tenements. But exactly what were these buildings? Tenements were multi-story apartment buildings, often cramped with a lot of people and lacking proper amenities like bathrooms and kitchens and windows. They housed a large number of people in a small, confined space. Most commonly found in urban or city areas, tenements became a symbol of the challenges faced by the working class during this time period. Now, let's take a closer look at these buildings. Picture narrow, dimly lit hallways with no light, shared bathrooms and kitchens that people had to work in at the same time and had to wait constantly to be able to use. Tenements were typically made of cheap materials, lacking proper ventilation, which means no windows, all walls. And it lacked proper sanitation, which meant no running water, nothing like that. It was just whatever you did in a corner, and it was very nasty. Families were often crammed into small apartments, each struggling to find a little privacy in these tight quarters. So imagine living in a single room, with 7 or 8 people. Tenement dwellers faced numerous challenges, from disease outbreaks due to poor sanitation and ventilation, to the struggle for adequate living conditions, or a place to live that would, be suitable for anybody, for a human being to live in. The buildings were a melting pot of cultures, but they also reflect the harsh realities of urban life during that time. Though difficult, life in tenements wasn't all doom and gloom. Families found ways to adapt and create a sense of community. Many residents worked long hours in factories, and tenements were a place to rest and recharge. However, these living conditions also fueled social issues, and reform movements began to emerge to address these challenges. As we explore the complexities of tenement life, it's important to remember the resilience of people who lived in these conditions. They faced adversity but found strength in their communities and shared determination for a better future. As time marched on, these tenements eventually gave way to modern housing, but their impact on urban development and social reform is still felt now. The stories of tenement life remind us of the struggles faced by our ancestors and the progress made in providing better living conditions for all. Well, that concludes our journey into the world of tenement life. I hope you've gained valuable insights into this pivotal chapter in history. As we continue our exploration of the past, always remember that understanding where we came from helps us shape a brighter future. Thanks for joining us today on the Shiny-Headed Historian. Until next time, keep those curiosity flames burning bright. This is the Shiny-Headed Historian, signing off.